Good afternoon from the National Basketball Performance Centre in Manchester. I'm Caroline Bullock and I'm here with Adam Masters, and we are getting ready for today's WBBL Championship action between the Manchester Met Mystics and the Sevenoaks Suns. Sevenoaks Suns currently unbeaten, top of the table, 8-0, led by the fantastic Kat Carr. Sevenoaks had a big 73-54 win over Cardiff yesterday, coached by the great Len Bush. And the Manchester Met Mystics sitting at 5-2 in fourth place, joint with Leicester in the standings. So it's going to be a great matchup today. Sevenoaks, obviously, led by Kat Carr, the number one scorer in WBBL history. She's in her 9th season with the club, averaging 16.1 points per game, 11.4 rebounds and 8 assists a game, practically averaging a triple-double for the season, which is fantastic. The Manchester Met Mystics led in scoring by Erica Williams on 18.2 points per game in her first season in the WBBL. She's the third leading scorer in the championship this season. Dom Allen having a great season rebounding, career highs 11.4, and she's joint fourth in rebounding in WBBL. Who's she joint fourth with? Kat Carr. And as always, Georgia Jones bringing the scoring for the Mystics, 14.9 points per game, 6.6 assists, and third in the WBBL in assists per game, just behind the great Kat Carr. So today, Georgia is looking to mark a milestone in her career. She's 2 points away from becoming only the second player to score 2,000 points in WBBL Championship action. So we're looking out for that bucket today, Georgia. Kat Carr, the number one leading scorer in WBBL history. So we're just a couple of minutes away from tip-off. We'll be right back with you. So teams coming out onto court. Can Sevenoaks keep their unbeaten streak alive? And can the Mystics keep their 4-game home streak alive? One of those records is going today. And this is the first time these teams have matched up this season. So starting five for the Mystics, we have Georgia Jones, Dominique Allen, Vanessa Accra, Erica Williams, and back into the lineup is Lauren Thomas-Johnson, who's been out with a bit of an injury recently, so good to see her back on court. And Lauren having a really strong start to the season when she was playing the first few games, 17.7 points per game, making a real impact for the team. So Mystics playing in white today and coached by Jeff Jones. Sevenoaks in blue and they are coached by Len Bush. Starting for the Sevenoaks Suns is Kat Carr, Frankie Wirtz, Judith Fritz, Jamila Thompson, and Julia Koppel. Okay, so tips up and Sevenoaks grab it to start with. Carr with the ball for Sevenoaks. To Fritz. Fritz gets it back, looking for Carr. Carr thinks about the three, drives, kicks it out. Three is up for Sevenoaks. No good. Georgie Jones grabs the rebound, and Mystics coming back. So Accra working against Carr to Jones. Jones with a nice pass to Dominique Allen. And Accra puts it up. Oh, shot just rims in and out. No good for the Mystics. Carr hands it off to Thompson. Puts up the long two. That doesn't go. Vanessa Accra grabs the rebound. And that is what we see from Vanessa Accra all game. She's just in there. She does the hard work on the boards. Goes after all the loose balls and grabs the rebound. Both teams still looking to get the first points of the game on the board. Accra. Thomas Johnson's there. Drives, spins against Carr. She's working, passes it out to Jones. And shot clock violation. Some tough D from the Sevenoaks Suns. Carr to Wirtz, working off the screen from Koppel. Inside to Thompson, and banks it in. First points in the game for Koppel. 2-0 Suns lead, 8:20 to go in the first quarter. Jones hands off to Thomas Johnson, to Accra. Pass inside to Allen is just tapped away, but ball will stay with the Mystics. Thomas Johnson to inbound. Jones is there, passes inside to Dom Allen. Out to Erica Williams, puts the three up, and that is good. Nothing but net for Erica Williams. That's what we've seen all season long. Erica Williams draining it from three. 3-2 Mystics lead. Carr to Thompson. Works baseline. Thompson gets it back and drives. Shot's just too short, and Accra grabs the rebound again. Mystics coming back. Williams to Allen. Allen with a short little jumper. That one won't drop. And pass tipped away by the Mystics. Ball stays with the Sevenoaks, but good work from the Mystics to stop the break. So Wirtz inbounding. Fritz. Three is up, no good. Williams grabs the rebound. Mystics looking to increase this lead. 3-2 Mystics lead. Accra. Inside to Dom Allen. Allen's working, puts it up off the glass. It won't go, just too strong, but there will be a foul call on the floor. And that will be a foul on Dom, her first. Wirtz controlling the ball for Sevenoaks. Back to Carr. Pull up from Carr, and it's good. Takes the Suns to 4 points in the ball game. 4-3 Suns lead. Thomas Johnson doubled, loses control. Ball stays with the Mystics though, as it's just touched by Suns on the way out. Jones Pass inside to Allen, kicks it out to Williams, puts up the 3, and that is good as well. Erica Williams, 2 of 2 from 3. (6-4) Mystics lead. Carr's calling for outside. She puts up a 3 to answer, and she does. Kat Carr with a big 3. 7-6, Suns lead. Accra inside to Thomas Johnson, drives, puts up the floater, that won't go. Suns coming back. Coppell's pass nearly tapped away. Thomas Johnson manages to get a hand on it, but that's going to go back with the Suns. But some good hustle from Lauren Thomas Johnson. That's what you love to see when she's just come back after a few games out from injury. Doesn't look like she skipped a beat at all. Overturn that. The ref, that will be Mystics ball. Some good work from Lauren Thomas Johnson. Jones thinks about the shot, passes inside to Allen, to Accra. Manages to keep hold of it. Looks like it was about to fall out of bounds then. Accra back to Allen, spins inside, puts it up, and that shot doesn't go. I think Allen was looking for the foul, but nothing was called. Carr's pass inside will stay with the Suns. I think some of the Mystics thought that had come off the one of the Sevenoaks players. But referee's decision is Sevenoaks ball. Yeah, they've decided Sevenoaks ball. So Carter inbound. Carr gets it back, puts up the 3, and that one doesn't go. Accra grabs the rebound again. Jones's 3 is good. That is it. Georgia Jones with 2,000 points in the WBBL Championship. She didn't go for a 2, she went for a 3. Second leading scorer in WBBL Championship history, Georgia Jones. What a fantastic shot. Renee Bishop's baseline jumper was good for the Suns. 9-all tie game. A huge milestone for Georgia Jones. What a career she's had. Such an amazing player. She can do everything on the court. Scoring, assists, rebounds. It's a huge achievement for her, and she deserves all the praise that she gets. Carr's layup won't go. Accra grabs the rebound. Jones puts up the 3 again, and that hits! Georgia Jones! Back-to-back 3-pointers. Carr working off screen from Thompson, passes it baseline. Layup won't go, ball's still with the Suns. So Rhiann Bailey coming into the game for the Mystics. Dom Allen will take a seat as Wirtz comes in for Sevenoaks. Coppell will head to the bench for the Suns. 12-9 Mystics lead, 3:38 to go in the first. Thompson to Bush. Bush with the 3 and hits. Tough shot from Renee Bush. Bailey was all over her, but we see her do that all the time. Renee Bush from 3. 12-all tie game. Bailey to Williams. Kicks it out to Thomas Johnson. Puts up the 3. That one's no good. And ball is going to go back with Sevenoaks. Guarded by Jones. Thompson. And one, and the foul. Thompson will go to the line. And Jamila Thompson in her first WBBL season with the Sevenoaks Suns. She was previously with Leicester from 2016 to 2018. She's averaging 6.8 points per game, 10.8 rebounds and 4.7 assists. She will go to the line after we come back from this timeout. So 12-all tie game, and we got the milestone we were expecting. Georgia Jones knocking down a three to take it to 2,001 points in the WBBL Championship, second only to Kat Carr, who was the first player to do it. And what a fantastic achievement for Georgia. And it's something that me and Adam, who's currently just doing the camera at the moment, so he'll jump on comms with me in a minute, but it's something that we've talked about in the past, where having players like Kat Carr, like Georgia Jones in the WBBL, where they've played for teams for so long and they're able to set records like this, it just generates such a buzz and such interest in the league. And you know, you want to follow these players and you want to see them achieve milestones like this. It's great to see, and it's great for the league. So both teams coming back on court. Jamila Thompson will be shooting one to finish the three-point play. Currently shooting at 66.7% from the line this season. And shot is good, so that takes the Suns to a 15-12 lead after that three-point play from Thompson. 2 minutes 49 to go in the first quarter. Bailey needs some help. Jones is there. She's going to put up another three, and that one won't drop, but Accra tries to grab the rebound. She can't quite get her hands on it. Sun's coming back. Bush's three is good. And another three-pointer from Renee Bush. 18-12 Suns lead. Jones inside to Williams. Oh, a nice drop pass from Williams to Jones. Miss 6 inbound, 14 on the shot clock. Williams to Thomas Johnson. Hands it off to Bailey. Bailey puts up the three and hits! Rhiann Bailey! We've got a three-point shootout on our hands today. 18-15 Suns lead. Carr working against Jones. Passes it to Bush. Carr gets it back. 8 on the shot clock. Pass is tipped away by Thomas Johnson. So 6 on the shot clock to shoot for Sevenoaks. Carr inbounds to Wirtz. 5 to shoot. Thompson puts it up. That won't go. Who's there for the rebound? Vanessa Accra. Williams back to Accra. Accra's pass is nearly tipped away, but she manages to get it off. And tough shot from the side of the basket will go back with Sevenoaks. So 3-point Suns lead with just over a minute to go in the first quarter. Bush to Thompson. Thompson's driving. Oh, nice handoff. And Janice Monacana will head to the line as she was fouled on that play. Janice Monacana starting the season in Sweden and then coming back to the Suns a few games ago. Suns will be really pleased to have her back, such an impact player. Shooting 69.2% from the line so far this season. First shot's good. And so is the second. 2 for 2 from the line for Janice Monacana. 2015 Suns lead. Thomas Johnson hands it off to Jones. Jones to Allen. And Bailey will be fouled on that play. Oh, no, it wasn't a foul call, just in line ball. Apologies. Jones inside to Allen. Allen with the turnaround jumper, gets the friendly roll, and that will do it for Dominique Allen. That's the shot we love to see from her. 2017 Suns lead, 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. And offensive foul call on the Suns. So Mystics will have a chance to tie at the end of the quarter. That is foul number 1 on Thompson for the Suns. Thomas Johnson to Bailey. Oh, a huge block from Thompson. Bailey's pass to Thomas Johnson stripped away. Renee Bush there to Thompson. Off the glass, too strong. 12 seconds to go in the quarter. Thomas Johnson just loses control and it will go back with the Suns. Carr driving. Turns, puts up the shot, doesn't go. Williams grabs the rebound, and that will do it for the first quarter. 2017 Suns lead. So, teams taking a quick break, and we will be back for the second quarter shortly. Okay, so we're about to get the second quarter underway. 2017 Suns lead, and we have got Georgia Jones and Erica Williams with 6 points each for the Mystics, and Renee Bush with 8 for the Suns. Janice Monacana and Kat Carr on 5 apiece. So Mystics will inbound, again with the chance to tie the game. Allen inside to Thomas Johnson. Thomas Johnson working, and ball is out of bounds but stays with the Mystics. Thomas Johnson to Allen. It's Jones working off the screen from Bailey. To Allen. 7 to shoot, inside to Bailey. Bailey puts it up, and that drops. Rhiannon Bailey with a little hook shot. 2019, Suns lead. Carr. Thompson screens, passes it inside to Monacana, and what an amazing link up that is. What a great pass. 3-point Suns lead. Williams to Allen. Pass is nearly tapped away, but Allen manages to control it. 6 to shoot for the Mystics. Bailey's there. And that will be foul call on the Suns. Foul number 1 on Janice Monacana. First team foul of the quarter. Thomas Johnson to Jones. Jones puts up the floater and that hits. Georgia Jones with 8 points in the game. 1 point Suns lead. Thompson. To Bush, to Wirtz. Out to Carr. Carr's guarded by Jones. Bush puts up the 3 and she hits it. Renee Bush with a third three-pointer of the game on 11. And that'll be an offensive foul call on the Mystics. So ball will be back with the Suns. First foul on Lauren Thomas Johnson. 25-21, Suns lead. Carr to Bush. Thompson gets it inside. Carr kicks it back out to Bush. 4 to shoot. Bush 3. She hits it! Renee Bush is on fire. 4 of 4 from 3. (28-21) Suns lead. Jones is driving, passes to Allen, and she gets fouled on the play, so she will head to the line. So substitution for the Suns, Koppel will come in and Thompson will take a seat. So Dominique Allen at the line for the Mystics. And Dom currently shooting 72.7% this season. Hits the first one. And knocks down the second. So Suns with a 5-point lead. 7:20 to go in the second quarter. Renee Bush thought about the 3, hands it off to Carr. And balls with the Mystics. So Jones to Bailey. Some tough D from Janice Monacana. Bailey puts it up and her shot doesn't go. Wirtz for the Suns. And there'll be a foul call on Rhiannon Bailey. And Renee Bush, 14 points in the game so far, 4 of 4 from 3. She's just a lights out shooter. And back with me is Adam Masters. Hi, Adam.
Yeah. Hi, Kaz. Nice to be back on the mic, rather than the pressure of the camera angles and stuff like that. But yeah, what a game we've got so far. I mean, it's been a 3-point shootout for sure.
It has. We know both teams can hit from 3. Long 2 for Renee Bush. That one doesn't go, but she grabs her own rebound, manages to keep it in, but it's going to come back with the Mystics. So Jones. Thomas Johnson, baseline pull-up is too strong. That'll come off. Suns grab the rebound. Carr hands off to Wirtz. Wirtz puts up the 3, and that hits. Takes the Suns to an 8-point lead. And the Suns are a dangerous team from 3. They've got so many players that can hit their shot. When they get hot, it's a real problem for teams to keep up with them. But we've seen the Mystics do it. We've seen they're a strong 3-point shooting team, as Jones's shot doesn't drop, especially with players like Erica Williams, Georgia Jones. You know, they can hit the 3 when they need to. Bush all alone at the top, and that one doesn't go, and that's lucky for the Mystics. You can't leave Renee Bush that wide open. Jonesy's 3 doesn't go. Carr drives, hands it off to Wirtz, who just taps it in. And that will take the Suns to a 10-point lead as Jeff Jones wants a timeout. 33-23, Suns lead, 5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, Frankie Wirtz was wide open there. Bit sloppy on defence from the Mystics there. But yeah, it's like everything you said, Kaz. It's always going to be a big 3-point shooting game. Mystics can shoot from behind the arc, as we know. Georgia does what she does. But Erica Williams has been a big addition. I was talking about it the last game. She's got that beautiful, smooth shot from behind the arc. But likewise, Sevenoaks will punish you from outside the arc too. Can't leave Renee Bush open like that. So, for me, perhaps a bit more of a focus on the defensive end of the floor for the Mystics so far.
Yeah, I think they started off quite well. Like you say, it's been a little bit of a drop off. But that'll be, I imagine that's, Jeff's focus in this timeout as well.
One of the key things for this Mystics team today, though, is going to be keeping this game within that sort of 10 points. It could swing either ways. Both teams equally as dangerous as one another, but we've talked about it a couple of times on the comms. This is a veteran Manchester team, and experience can win games as much as sort of the youthful vitality and intensity of some of the younger players. So hopefully it'll be a tight one.
Absolutely. And so Sevenoaks, you know how I like my stats, Adam.
Yeah.
Sevenoaks win their games by an average margin of 27 points a game. Their lowest score was an 11-point win against Cardiff earlier this season. Oh, as we've got...
yeah, I kind of caught that. Carr seemed to just be coming in there, and it looked like she kind of rolled the ankle. Hope she's okay. She went down pretty hard. There was no sort of contact from a Mystics player. She just kind of turned funny. Erica Williams helping her to the bench there, but it's ankle injuries is just such a killer for basketball players, and the way these athletes move these days, it's becoming such a thing. Ankles are the thing that just take the most pounding. So hopefully it's just a minor one there. She's walking okay-ish.
Yeah, you just hate to see it, don't you? You hate to see anybody pick up any kind of an injury. So hopefully Kat's, like you say, just a minor thing, just a bit of a tweak.
Yeah, she's going to get some physio from the Manchester physiotherapist, so hopefully she'll be okay and back on the floor soon.
Yeah. And Koppel just drops that layup in, takes the Suns to a 12-point lead. So yes, Suns with a huge margin of victory over teams. It was Nottingham that they had that 11-point win over, not Cardiff, apologies. So a huge, they're making a huge statement, and this is why they're unbeaten in the league so far. They're able to beat teams, and they're able to, keep up the consistency and just score. They're just a high-scoring team. Koppel puts the shot up, and she'll get the foul call. She'll head to the line. Now, the matchup, I know we're at the Mystics here, but the matchup that I think a lot of people are going to be looking forward to with this Suns team is when they face the London Lions, also unbeaten in the Championship.
Yeah, I mean, every year you've got two teams that are duking it out to have the best record in the league. This London Lions team is scary by anybody's standards, but then this Sevenoaks team is, you can't sleep on him. I certainly can't wait to see that matchup. You're going to see some of the best players in Europe. Formerly some of the best players in the world out there, so it's going to be a great matchup. I certainly can't wait to see it.
January the 9th, that one is, the Copper Box, start the new year off right.
But then one thing we talk about with the WBBL is the list of names that you can spiel off at any given game. I mean, look at who you got out there today. We know that we're familiar with everyone from the Mystics, but when you see Janice Manakana on the court, Kat Carr on the court, Renee Bush on the court, it's just such a great thing to see.
It is. You love to see it. So 37-23 Suns lead as that shot doesn't drop for them. 3 minutes 30 to go in the second quarter. Rhianne Bailey puts up a three for the Mystics and hits.
Rhianne Bailey is a bucket this season. She, for someone that retired and has come back to the game so quickly, a 3-point shot this season has been outstanding.
She had some ridiculous games in the Cup, in the very early Cup games as well. But you love to see it as well, don't you? You love to see a player like Rhianne come out and do this.
Rhianne Bailey's just an out-and-out baller. She's a hustler. She's a tough player. She's always in the thick of it. But what Rhianne will do is if she needs to shoot from outside, she'll do that. But then we've seen this move that she's kind of developed over the years where she can go inside and put up the floater as well. So it's just such a, in a lot of ways, underrated player, Rhianne Bailey, because she's never had such a big GB career per se. But just a stalwart of the WBBL and just such a solid ball player.
Yeah, definitely. Turnover, Mystics, Wirtz is going all the way, puts it off the glass, and 2 points. And then nearly steals it back again.
Yeah, I like Frankie Wirtz. It's the first time that I've seen her up close, and she's so fast. She gets up and down this court as quick as anybody I've seen.
She is, played D1 at the University of Wisconsin as well, so like you say, the league's attracting a lot of top-tier talent.
Mm-hmm.
Jones. And I think we've got a foul off the ball.
Looks like it could be on Ness Zilla.
Sporting a new hairdo today as well.
Hey, she's gone for the two-tone. I'm going to have to ask her how she gets the line so straight down the middle. That's incredible skills.
It is, isn't it? There's no wobble in there.
Yeah.
So ball is with the Mystics to inbound. Mystics down 13 with 2 minutes 34 left in the second. Bailey passes to Jones. Jones is driving, puts up the floater, and that hits as well. So 10 points in the game for Georgia Jones. Leading the Mystics in scoring, brings it down to an 11-point Suns lead. Mystics really need to chip away at this and not let this lead get too far ahead. Renee Bush, 6 to shoot for the Suns. Koppel nearly loses it, shot clock violation, and ball is with the Mystics. Good defense from the Mystics. Jones, Williams' pass is just broken up. Monacana's coming back with it for Sevenoaks. Bush stops, thinks about the three, puts it up and in. Renee Bush is on fire. 17 points in the game. 16, it was a long two. Bailey working it inside, and it's a tough move from Rianne.
That is everything I just said. Rianne drives baseline, draws the foul. You know, the other team don't quite know what's hitting when Rianne Bailey comes steaming into the paint like that. And a solid free throw shooter as well, so.
Rianne knocks down the first free throw. And second one's short. 12-point Suns lead. Bush gets it back and puts up the three, and that one does hit. 19 points for Renee Bush. And Mystics need to be all over that, don't they? You can't leave Renee Bush alone for a second.
Well, when a player gets hot like that, this is the first person you really got to double down on. So they're going to have to do a good job defensively on Renee now.
Williams to Thomas Johnson will gets the foul, so she will head to the line. And that is foul number 2 on Janice Monacana. As Amelia Watkins comes into the game for Sevenoaks, and Monacana will head to the bench.
Well, it looks like Kat Carr's getting taped up there by the physiotherapist down by the Mystics bench, so it looks like she's going to be returning to action, which is great. Lots of heavy strapping going around that ankle right now.
Yeah, always great to watch Kat Carr live, isn't it?
Yeah.
Watch Kat Carr play basketball. So those 2 shots were good for Lauren Thomas-Johnson, brings the deficit down to 13. 44-31, Suns lead. Thompson puts up the 3, and she hits as well. Jones over to Thomas Johnson. Loses it, but grabs control. Bailey to Jones. Jones's 3 is too strong. Thomas Johnson's fighting for the rebound. Williams comes up with it. She puts up the 3, and that one won't drop. Rebound Sevenoaks. And the Suns so far shooting 50% from 3. They've hit 7. Mystics with 6. 14 seconds to go in the half. Koppel hands it off. Thompson. 5 to shoot. Thompson turns, spins, puts it up. Shot doesn't go. Bailey's there for the rebound, but no time for the Mystics to get a shot up. And that will do it for the second quarter. 47-31 Suns lead, and Renee Bush absolutely on fire, leading all scorers with 19 points in the game. Georgia Jones, the leading scorer for the Mystics, with 10, and she hit that milestone 2,000th point in the WBBL Championship early in the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, we knew before the game it'd be a surprise if it didn't come today, but what can you say about Georgia Jones? I mean, 2,000 career points in the WBBL. Second to Kat Carr, right?
Yeah.
So we've got 2 of the greatest scorers in the history of the WBBL on the same court together. And then, of course, in third place, friend of the Mystics, player for the rival, the incredible Helen Naylor, who went off big time yesterday for the Hatters.
She did, dropped 34 points.
Yeah. Great to see Helen enjoying their basketball back over in Sheffield.
And we'll be seeing them here in, I think, January for the trophy. That's the trophy draw, so we get to see the Hatters again.
Yeah. So one thing that's concerning me slightly, just looking at a few of the stats here, is bench points. 9 from the Mystics, but 26 from Sevenoaks. This is what we've talked about, Mystics bench being quite short this year. So they rely so heavily on the scoring of Georgia Jones, and Rianne Bailey's become obviously an important scorer, but Erica Williams looks to be the person that's going to have to step up in the second half from behind the arc too. Lauren Thomas-Johnson, great to have her back. It's going to take her 1 or 2 games maybe to get back to full game fitness, but she was scoring big before she got hurt, right?
She was, yeah. She was leading the Mystics in scoring, and she had some huge games as well. So yeah, a little bit tough, isn't it, to come back after an injury? You've had a few games away, you can feel a bit cold.
Yeah. No, I mean, she'll be back. Lauren Thomas-Johnson, again, one of the toughest players you're ever going to see out there. And we've seen it when she needs to get lit up, she'll get lit up and give buckets. So, with the score 47-31 to Sevenoaks, we've seen Mystics so many times pull themselves back out of these sort of score lines, but they have to have the big third quarter, so they need to come out firing in the second half.
And that's the thing when you play a team again like Sevenoaks, isn't it? You have to play the perfect game to come up against Sevenoaks. Like, you have to capitalise on every mistake. So if Sevenoaks are turning the ball over, you have to score off it.
Yes, that's absolutely right. So what they're going to have to do is look at what's happened in this first half. They're going to have to find a way to shut Renee Bush down. Kat Carr obviously didn't play much of that quarter, but they're going to have to keep a close eye on her as well. But Wirtz, for me, has been a... how many points has she got for the game? She's got 7 points, but she's had some easy buckets using her speed, just getting herself open. So, yeah, I think Coach Jones is going to be looking at this stat sheet and hopefully telling the ladies to kind of double down, especially defensively, and not be giving up these easy baskets and giving Renee Bush the look she's getting at the moment.
Yeah, Renee Bush shouldn't be, I don't know, she shouldn't be open, should she? Or she, maybe even single team. She needs to be double teamed every time she's getting the ball.
You can't leave Renee Bush open because she'll bury it every time.
So we'll take a quick break for half time, and we'll be back with you in around 10 minutes time. So welcome back to the National Basketball Performance Centre. We're just about to get the second half underway between the Manchester Met Mystics and the Sevenoaks Suns. The Suns have got a 16-point lead, 47-31, and they're being led by the fantastic Renee Bush with 19 points in the game. She's hit 5 of 6 from 3, and it's just fantastic to see. And if my memory serves me right, I think Renee had 7 threes in a game last year. Maybe she's going to break that record today, if that is a record and I've remembered correctly. Also scoring for the Suns, we have Frankie Wirtz on 7, along with Janice Monacana on 7. Kat Carr with 5 assists in the game as well, despite not playing for too much of the first half after heading off with a bit of an ankle injury. Thankfully she looks like she's okay, so hopefully we'll see her in the second half. So teams coming back on court as we're about to get the second half started. So, starting for the Mystics, Vanessa Accra, Dominique Allen, Erica Williams, Lauren Thomas-Johnson and Georgia Jones. We have Fritz, Wirtz, Monacana, Thompson and Koppel for the Suns. And Suns will start it. Thompson to Koppel, guarded by Accra. Fritz hands it off. Monacana puts up the 3, that one won't go. And Mystics with a chance to chip into this lead. As we said, Mystics need to come out strong this third quarter, not let this lead get too far away from them. But they've got the 3-point shooters to do it. They just need to keep their heads, keep the consistency. So Accra with 8 on the shot clock. Inside to Allen, pass is just too strong, will go over her head, and ball is back with the Suns. And a strong drive inside from Frankie Wirtz. She'll get the foul call and she will head to the line for 2 shots. And Frankie currently shooting 76% from the line so far this season, as that foul was called on Dominique Allen, her 3rd in the game. Both shots good for Frankie Wirtz. So 49-31, Suns lead. Williams with the big 3, that doesn't drop. Wirtz with a nice pass inside to Koppel, too strong off the glass, and Jones comes away with a rebound. And Monacana can't finish on the fast break. So Jones looking to slow things down for the Mystics. Crosses over, passes to Thomas Johnson, who puts up the 3. That one's too short. Works to Thompson. Ten to shoot for the Suns. Thompson's pass is nearly stolen away by Accra. Can't grab hold of it. 3 seconds to shoot. Blocked by Vanessa Accra. Ball will be out of bounds with 2 seconds on the shot clock for the Suns. Ball's inbounded. Monacana puts it up and doesn't get that one to drop. Allen grabs the rebound. Jones thought about the 3, passes to Accra. Inside to Allen, who's doubled, manages to spin and gets the shot off.
See, that's vintage Dominique Allen. Gets the ball in the high post, backs the player down, spin move, jump shot. She was doing a couple of them in the first half, but hopefully that nailing that one might just spark something for Dom as well.
Yeah, and a really tough shot to take. Doubled as well. Suns grab the rebound, so get another chance at the offence. Monacana hands off. 5 on the shot clock. Wirtz working. Thompson's put the 3 up at the buzzer, doesn't go. Rebound taken by the Mystics. It's a 16-point Suns lead. Jones to Allen. Beautiful pass. And just can't finish.
I was already saying vintage Georgia Jones to Dominique Allen matchup, duo there.
Monacana driving against Allen. And goes all the way, manages to get in. Tough shot from Janice Monacana. Williams inside to Thomas Johnson. Tries the reverse layup and knocks it down.
That was a pretty move from Lauren Thomas Johnson there.
51-35 Suns lead, 6:30 to go in the third quarter. Wirtz hands it off to Fritz. Oh, and a nice pass inside, just a little scoop pass to Koppel, who finishes with the layup. Thomas Johnson to Jones. Jones spins, hands it to Williams. 5 on the shot clock. Williams' shot's too short. Wirtz driving baseline and a tough shot. Hers will just bounce out. Williams is there all alone. Erica Williams off the glass in. 2 points. 8 points in the game for Erica Williams. So Wirtz against Jones. To Thompson. Passes inside to Monacana. Her shot won't go, but offensive rebound for the Suns. Wirtz's 3 is no good. Thomas Johnson manages to grab the rebound. Jones inside to Allen and foul on the floor. So substitution for the Mystics, Alicia Moore and Rhianne Bailey come into the game. Dominique Allen and Lauren Thomas Johnson will take a seat. Renee Bush and Amelia Watkins back in for the Suns. So that foul was on Koppel, her second. Bailey to Moore. Back to Bailey. Bailey gets a 3, puts it up and hits it. Rhianne Bailey brings it back to a 13-point Suns lead. Monacana's passing side is broken up. Georgia Jones is on the break to Williams, to Bailey, sorry. Bailey stops, pops, puts up the 3, doesn't go. Monacana driving and she will get the foul call. If Rhianne's 3 had dropped then, Adam, I think this crowd would have gone a bit wild.
Yeah, I mean, Rhianne came up with a big 3 a couple of minutes ago there. We said it a few minutes back. If she needs to shoot from downtown to pull this game out of the bag, she'll do it.
So Monacana's first shot from the line is good. And so is the second one. 55-40 Suns lead. 4 minutes 8 to go in the third quarter. Mystics need to chip into this lead. Accra passes to Jones. To Williams. Williams puts up the long 2 and out and in and out even. Watkins to Fritz. Monacana puts up a big 3 that doesn't drop, and ball is with the Mystics. So if you're the Mystics, you're looking to get this to a 10-point, at least a 10-point deficit going into the fourth, Adam.
Yeah, absolutely. They need to try and get it to within 10 to, really be able to come out firing in the fourth quarter.
Accra's driving. She's going all the way. Ball doesn't drop, but she'll head to the foul line. And that's the toughness that we like to see.
Yeah, I mean, Vanessa Accra basically won the game against, who was it? Nottingham with tough defence. She's going to have to step up big in the final quarter as well.
Vanessa's first shot's no good. Hits the second, takes it back to a 14-point Suns lead. Wirtz. Monacana guarded by Moore. Thompson working against Bailey. Spins, passes out, 3 to shoot, shots up, no good. Jones grabs the rebound. And Mystics coming back on the attack. Williams to Accra. Over to Bailey. Oh, nice pass out to Georgia Jones. And that shot just won't drop. What a brilliant pass from Rhian Bailey, though. Wirtz to Thompson. Back to Wirtz. And she will get the basket and the foul.
That was absolutely beautiful passing there from the Suns. So locked in together as a team.
So Wirtz back at the line. And that's foul number 1 on Alicia Moore for the Mystics. And Frankie Wirtz completes the 3-point play. Takes the Suns back to a 58-41 lead. Moore to Bailey. Over back to Moore. Puts up a 3. Doesn't go, but Bailey grabs the rebound, just loses control, and Bush will come away with the rebound. And Bailey is on the floor. She looks like there's a bit of an injury. We will just take a quick break and come back with you shortly. So just a stoppage in play while one of the Mystics players gets treated for an injury. So Rhiannon Bailey's had quite a hard fall. Hopefully she'll be okay, but just a ref's timeout while the injury gets looked at.
Yeah, it's hard to tell what happened there. She certainly slammed onto the floor. It's definitely the knee that she was holding. Hopefully it was one of those where you hit your kneecap on the floor hard and it hurts, but she's limping, but she's walking. But the most important thing is she's smiling.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, Rhiannon Bailey ain't no softer, you know. She's on the table now with the physio. I'm sure she's going to get it iced. But yeah, certainly worrying when she first went down. But great to see Rhiannon smiling.
Yeah, it is definitely. Loss for the Mystics though if she can't come back this.
Yeah, I mean,
game.
Rhiannon Bailey is, like I said, just such a great leader. She's one of those players that can spur a team on just her presence on the floor. I really can't speak highly enough of Rhiannon Bailey. She's a legend, not only in the WBBL but just in Manchester basketball and basketball in general.
Oh, absolutely, she does so much for the game.
Yeah.
So back underway in the third quarter. Thompson's three's up and no good. Williams grabs the rebound. Suns with a 58-41 lead with just over a minute 40 to go in the third quarter. Thomas Johnson to Moore. Moore to Jones. To Williams. Williams' three is no good. Watkins with the rebound and Sevenoaks are back at it. Monacana's three, no good. Jones grabs the rebound. And as we thought, Mystics really need to start cutting into this deficit heading into the fourth quarter. Williams to Jones. 6 to shoot. Jones puts the shot up. That one's short. Rebound Mystics get another chance at the offense. Allen with 6 to shoot. Turns, spins. Float is just a bit short.
Yeah, the Mystics need to just try and calm down and not get frustrated. Dom looked really frustrated after that shot. The only way back into this game is to try and stay calm.
Take it possession by possession.
Yeah, one at a time. See if they can get something going.
It also shakes you a bit as a team, doesn't it, when you see one of your players go down?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Obviously, 2 players off the floor now, one from each side. Kat Carr yet to come back into the game, so we'll see if she comes back in the fourth quarter. But I'd imagine that right now Len Bush is just thinking, we've got a comfortable lead. I'm going to rest my superstar player if need be.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not worth the risk, is it? Make sure you get rested. So Thomas Johnson working against Monacana passes it out to Williams, but there'll be a foul call. So Monacana heads to the bench and Fritz will come into the game for Sevenoaks. So 9 seconds in the quarter and shot clock. Jones passes to Moore. Moore puts up a shot. That one doesn't go. No time for Sevenoaks to get something up, and that will do it for the third quarter. 60-41, Sevenoaks lead. So leading the scorers still Renee Bush with 19 points for the Suns, and for the Mystics it is Rhiannon Bailey with 12 and then Georgia Jones with 10.
Well, on a positive note, the Mystics have been able to contain Renee Bush in this quarter. She had 17 in the first half, just 2 points in that quarter. So Mystics have obviously reacted to what we were saying at half time about having to double down on Renee Bush, but going into the fourth quarter, it's a 19-point lead for Sevenoaks. Sevenoaks look very comfortable. And this is where things can get difficult for Coach Jeff Jones, because he just doesn't have the deep bench that he's had in previous seasons.
Yeah,
There's a lot of bangs and bruises on those veteran legs right now. Let's just see if their experience and how well they know each other as players. Let's see if that can shine through. Lauren Thomas-Johnson, Georgia Jones and Dom play with each other for years, know each other's games inside out. And if Erica Williams can get something going from behind the arc, been a quiet game for her so far.
Yeah, and I think it's tough, isn't it, as well? You're facing a team that you sort of, there's all this enigma, not an enigma.
Well,
like,
they are. This team,
how do you stop them?
This team, like London, are an enigma. You know, they're an exceptional ball club. You know, brilliantly coached by the guru that is Len Bush, and he's put together this incredible team. So yeah, you've just got to find a way, any way, just to get back into it. You know, it's like you said before, Kaz, one bucket at a time, and just see if you can get something going. But you've got to do it in the fourth quarter in a game like this. You've got to come out firing right away. And
it's such a testament to Len and the team as well that, you know, they've lost Kat Carr for the game, I guess, at the moment. But it's not had a massive impact, has it?
No,
like, there's so many other players you can go to, and that's the testament of such a strong team. You know, one player's down, that's okay. Step up, next woman up.
Yeah, they're just going about the business, playing Sevenoaks basketball, trying not to be phased.
So as we see Josephine Voliotis coming into the game for the first time for the Mystics. Bush guarded by Voliotis. Passes to Fritz, to Thompson. Thompson's jumper doesn't go. And Mystics with a chance to just, like we say, chip away at this lead, this 19-point Suns lead. Bit of a miscommunication on the pass from Allen as the Suns come away with it. Bush passes to Watkins. Thompson back to Watkins. And end line Suns ball. Ten to shoot for the Suns. Bush passes inside to Watkins. Oh, beautiful pass to Fritz, who finishes with the layup. So it takes the Suns to a 21-point lead. Voliotis' three doesn't go. Thompson to Watkins at the top of the key. Bush, she's alone, she's put up the three, and of course that hits.
Maybe I should have kept my mouth shut there. Renee Bush got the look, didn't need to think twice, drains it.
I think that is Renee Bush's sixth three-pointer of the game today. Yeah, Renee shooting at 6 of 7 from 3. That takes her to 22 points in the game, along with a rebound. So the Mystics are next back in action at home next Saturday against the Leicester Riders at the Manchester Basketball Centre. Change of venue.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. Obviously, it's a privilege to have the Mystics playing at the incredible Bellevue Arena, but it's going to be kind of nice seeing them play for where a couple of them where it all began, for Georgia and Lauren Thomas-Johnson. Spent a lot of time at that gym in their younger years, and we're trying to really make it a special day for women's basketball. There's plenty of Mystics junior games, the academy teams, a lot of girls basketball, so we're trying to make it a special day over at the Manchester Basketball Centre, so come join us. It should be a fun day.
6 p.m. tip-off next Saturday the 11th. Allen to Williams, 8 seconds to shoot for the Mystics. Williams is driving, doubled, keeps going, puts it up and in! Erica Williams with a chance for the three-point play. And what a tough bucket from Erica Williams.
Yeah, she was just never going to give up. You could see it in her eyes. She was like, whatever happens, I'm getting this shot off and it's going to go down.
Double team me, triple team me, I'm putting this shot up.
Yeah. Throw the kitchen sink at me, I'm getting this this ball in the hole.
And, can't finish the three-point play as the ball just rolls out. So 65-43 Suns lead. 7 minutes 46 to go in the fourth quarter. Bush driving. And huge block from Dominique Allen.
Dominique with those long arms. Just reached over the top of Renee Bush and it was all ball. Good clean block from Dom. What's incredible to see is if you just look down at the timeout for Sevenoaks right now, Kat Carr's actually holding the clipboard, drawing up the play, and Len Bush is watching. But every eye on that bench is looking at what Kat Carr's got to say. And hey, if Kat Carr's talking to me about basketball, I'm taking in every bit of information she's got to say.
You're learning from one of the greatest there, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so teams coming back under court. 7:40 to go in the fourth. Suns with a 22-point lead.
Len Bush saying, "Hey, can I have my clipboard back now, Kat?" She's smiling, going, "Yeah, go on, coach."
Watkins for the Suns. 3 to shoot. Spins, turns. High shot, doesn't go. Allen grabs the rebound. And Thomas Johnson working against Watkins. Jones for the Mystics. 7 on the shot clock. Jones inside to Thomas Johnson. Out to Accra, puts up the long 2. Shot's no good. And Thompson drives. Ooh, nice basket from Thompson. Working against Dominique Allen. It's hard to get the ball over her, but she got it high off the glass. So Accra for the Mystics. Six to shoot, hands it off to Jones. To Allen, who's on the baseline. Spins. Puts it up, her shot's too short. Accra grabs the rebound. Tough rebound for Vanessa Accra.
Once again there, that's the shot that I wish Dom would take more often. That is classic Dominique Allen. That sort of fadeaway jump shot. Shame it didn't drop this time, but beautiful move all the same.
Mystics inbound. Jones. Looking for a screen. Allen's there. 5 to shoot. Thomas Johnson at the buzzer. Doesn't go. And Suns come with the rebound.
I don't think I've heard the shot clock go off as many times in a long time as this game.
Yeah. Watkins for the Suns. Thompson, 3 to shoot. Watkins puts it up. Her shot's no good. Accra grabs the rebound. Rebound number 10 for Vanessa Accra. And Jones to Allen. Oh, pass is broken up. Thomas Johnson playing some tough D on Fritz. Bush to Fritz. Almost loses it. Manages to get it to Watkins, who's blocked by Allen.
Much like the play from America Williams said, Dominique wasn't letting that ball go anywhere. She was like, nah, that's mine.
So Hayley Miller into the game for the first time for the Sevenoaks Suns.
Once again, Vanessa Accra coming up big on the board. There's a reason that we call her Nesszilla. This is it. I mean, somebody said to me the other day, you can't be comparing a female player to a guy player, but she's the nearest thing that you're going to see in the WBBL to Rodzilla, right?
Exactly. She's a rebounding machine. She's a
defensive specialist. She's an irritant to the team that you're playing against. You know, she gets all over the place. She's doing it right now. And then, of course, the incredible hair.
Williams pulls up for 3, hits. And that will take Erica to 13 points in the game. 69-46 Suns lead, 4 minutes 30 to go in the fourth quarter. And at this point, Adam, do you just, if you're the Mystics, you want to get this lead down? Do you want to be the team that has the lowest loss against the Suns?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, what did you say the average was? 26 points that they're winning by.
Yeah, 27 lowest against the
this is a legit team, so if Mystics can be the one that frustrates them into it being a 10-point deficit, then good on them.
So Allen to Jones, inside to Thomas Johnson against Bush, and shot doesn't drop, but she'll get the foul call, so she'll head to the line. And Sevenoaks with a double-header this weekend, so they played Cardiff yesterday, up in Manchester today, travelling back to Sevenoaks, getting into that time of the season where there's some tough schedules, some back-to-backs.
Yeah, that's a lot of miles for the team, and all credit to him for playing some great basketball again today.
Thomas Johnson's first 3 throws good, as is the second. And that'll take Lauren to 6 points in the game. So Anne Shear coming into the game for the Manchester Mystics, as Erica Williams will take a seat. Wirtz handing off to Fritz. Inside to Thompson. Oh, backdoor pass. And couldn't finish that sequence, but what a brilliant pass there. So Jones hands off to Accra. Shear against Monacana. Oh, pass stolen away by Fritz. She's going to go all the way. Passes it to Monacana off the fast break. Yes, layup is good. Thomas Johnson to Accra. Pass stolen away. Frankie Wirtz takes it all the way, and layup's good.
Yeah, Wirtz again, it's like we were saying before, very quick, can't take your eye off her. She'll pick your pocket and get down court as quick as anybody.
And that is 16 points in the game for Wirtz. Oh, shot blocked by Georgia Jones there. With a long pass to Accra. Back to Shear. Thomas Johnson. Offensive foul call on Lauren Thomas Johnson.
Yeah, Lauren showing her toughness there. Picks up the offensive foul, but if Lauren Thomas Johnson wants to drive, she's going whether you like it or not.
Yeah. So that is foul number 2 on Lauren. First team foul on the Mystics this quarter. So 2 minutes 10 to go in the ball game. 76-51 Suns lead. Koppel Hands it off to Monacana. She drives, passes to Koppel. Oh, ball just rims down. Too much spin on it. Long 2 from the Suns. Another offensive rebound from Sevenoaks. Pass inside to Wirtz. Nice jumper from the elbow.
I'll tell you what's really impressed me about the Sevenoaks team is the passing. They've just been passing it so beautifully all day. 5-6 passes there. Very patient.
Yeah.
Just waiting for the right moment. But yeah, I think they've passed the ball absolutely beautifully today.
Jones's 3's up, and that doesn't drop. Wirtz inside to Koppel. Can't finish. Ball's back with the Mystics. So a 27 Suns lead with 1:11 to go in the fourth.
Well, that must be just a lucky number for them. Georgia Jones finally gets a break. She goes to the bench. But, you know, the thing with Georgia Jones is if she could trade breaking that record today for a win, she'd do it every day of the week. As Frankie Wirtz again there. So I'm really impressed with this lady. That's got to be a 3rd or 4th steal of the game. Let's take a look.
Yeah, she's had a huge game for Sevenoaks. So Accra with 6 to shoot for the Mystics, puts up the long shot, doesn't go.
Yeah, that's 4 steals for Frankie Wirtz for the ball game. Really impressed with her today.
Yeah, she's had a fantastic game. Koppel's jumper won't fall for the Suns, but she almost manages to keep it inside, and Mystics will get a chance to take the last shot.
Well, wondered if they'd run it down, but looks like they're going to try and get one last play out of the ball game.
Get under that 27-point differential. It's always a good opportunity, though, to try a play at the end, end of game situations like this. You've got some younger players on. We've got Anne Shea and Josephine Voliotis. You want to run something?
Yeah, run a play. Use every second of the game. The game's gone. Why not try something? But gotta say, Sevenoaks looked impressive today. This one's in the book, 80-51.
And that's it for the game. 80-51, Sevenoaks win, and that takes them to 9 wins. On 9-0 in the season. So all eyes will be on that matchup against the London Lions on the 9th of January against Sevenoaks at the Copper Box. So your leading scorers today are Renee Bush for the Sevenoaks Suns with 22 points. She had 6 of 7 from 3, which is just quite frankly ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, Renee Bush was outstanding, especially in the first half. Everybody on that Sevenoaks team has put in a shift today. Frankie Wirtz was outstanding. Thompson also had a great game. But this is a team that I'm really going to enjoy watching this season. I can't wait for the London game. Frankie Wirtz, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Incredible performance from her.
Yeah, and hopefully Kat Cow will be back for Sevenoaks' next game.
Yeah, I could just see her and Rhiann Bailey having a chat, comparing war wounds in the game. Always good to see players having a bit of fun after the game. Hopefully both injuries aren't too serious. But Rhiann's surrounded by the Sevenoaks players. I think they're all just checking she's okay because no one really knew what happened. But like we said, she's smiling, the knee's strapped up. Kat Carr as well.
Hopefully just a really bad bruise.
It's just such a great... I love stuff like this. You've got 2 absolute warriors down there on the floor, Kat Carr and Rhiann Bailey, just deep in conversation, comparing war wounds, checking each other are okay. That's what it's all about.
It is, and that's what you see with players that have got the longevity in this league as well. When you don't have the turnover, you've got players that know each other.
Yeah.
They've come through the ranks together. They've helped build this league, and you love to see it.
It's a respect thing, isn't it? These players all know just how good one another are, and Sevenoaks know that they've beaten a team of great players. So, it's A lot of sportsmanship out there, but some of these players have played together before. Vanessa Accra being a Londoner, she'll know a lot of the players from down. I know her and Janice Manacano were having a good chat before. Georgia Jones down there with the twins. That's the twins. That's James Jones's daughters down there on the floor, checking in with Auntie G.
They'll get called up to the Mystics soon.
Well,
not soon.
you know that Jeff will be sizing them up already for the next generation of Joneses coming through. I don't think you can be a Jones without being a baller.
It's in the blood.
It's in the blood.
So that will do it for this game today from the National Basketball Performance Centre. Mystics are back, next home game, class of the home game at the National Basketball... No. National... Where are we? I'm lost. Help.
Somewhere in Manchester.
They'll be at the Manchester Basketball Centre next Saturday at 6 p.m. against the Leicester Riders. They'll be back at the National Basketball Performance Centre here on the 8th of January against the Newcastle Eagles. So please make sure to join us then.